12 most charming main streets in the Philippines, a journey from Manila to Cebu. The Philippines offers more than just white sand beaches and clear water. Its cities and towns cradle hidden gems in their historic main streets. These thoroughfares serve as the heart of the community. They whisper tales of colonial pasts, showcase architectural marvels, and pulse with the everyday life of Filipinos. From the busy capital to the Queen City of the South, walking along these arteries gives you an intimate look at the nation's rich heritage. Exploring these iconic routes is an invitation to step back in time. You wander through living museums where heritage buildings stand beside modern shops. Each street tells a story, reflecting local history and the resilience of the people. Seeing these main streets is not just about sightseeing. It is about experiencing the local way of life, tasting regional food, and seeing how communities preserve their cultural landmarks. This guide takes you on a tour of enchanting main streets, from the historic districts of Manila to the vibrant centers of the Visayas.
Manila's Intramuros and beyond, a glimpse into the walled city's enduring charm. General Luna Street in Intramuros acts as the spine of the walled city. As the seat of Spanish colonial power, Intramuros houses the soul of old Manila. You can see the grandeur of the past at the San Agustin Church, the oldest stone church in the country. A short walk brings you to Fort Santiago, where history comes alive through its stone walls and dungeons. To see it best, skip the car. Hop on a kalesa, a traditional horse-drawn carriage, or rent a bamboo bike. These modes of transport let you soak in the surroundings at a slower pace. You will see Casa Manila, a reconstruction of a colonial-era house, which shows how the wealthy lived in the 19th century. The cobblestones and thick walls offer a stark contrast to the modern traffic just outside the gates. Intramuros stands as the former seat of Spanish power in Manila. Its thick stone walls and cobblestone roads set it apart from the rest of the capital. Fort Santiago, this fortress features heavy bastions and defensive walls. It mirrors the old military designs you see in European fortified cities. San Agustin Church, this structure holds UNESCO status and stands as the oldest stone church in the country. Its Baroque style echoes cathedrals found in Spain. Manila's first business district revival, Escolta Street, once held the title of the premier commercial hub in Manila. In its prime, it bustled with high-end shops and offices. Today, Escolta is seeing a resurgence as a cultural hub. You can still see the Art Deco and neoclassical architecture on many of the older buildings here. Recent years have brought life back to this area. Artists and young entrepreneurs hold pop-up markets and heritage tours in historic buildings like the First United Building.
These initiatives turn the street into a creative space. Local groups work hard to ensure the buildings stay standing rather than being torn down. When you visit, you feel the tension between the grit of the city and the push for art and preservation. Art Deco and Neoclassical, look up at the building facades. You will see grand, geometric details typical of the Art Deco movement. Financial hub history, this street served as the Wall Street of the Philippines. Its design catered to global trade and high-end commerce. Revival efforts, recent work aims to restore these buildings. As cafes and art spaces move in, the street is regaining its old elegance. Cebu's historic heartbeat, Calle Colon and heritage treasures. Calle Colon, the oldest street in the Philippines. No list is complete without Calle Colon in Cebu City. History buffs know it as the oldest national road in the Philippines. It dates back to the Spanish colonial era when it served as the center of trade. While it has changed over the centuries, it remains a busy part of the city. It acts as a bridge between the past and the present. Walking down Colon today, you see a mix of stalls, shops, and crowds. Nearby, you find Magellan's Cross and the Basilica Minor del Santo Niño. These sites form the historic core of Cebu. They show the influence of religion on the city's growth. Colon is raw and honest, giving you a real look at how Cebuano culture thrives in a dense, urban space. Exploring Cebu's Spanish-era architecture. Osmeña Boulevard is another vital artery in Cebu City that reflects the area's heritage. This wide, tree-lined avenue connects the uptown and downtown areas. It passes by the Cebu provincial capital, a structure that highlights the elegance of pre-war architecture. Along the way, you can visit the Yap-SandiegoAncestralHouse or the Casa Gordo Museum. These buildings tell stories of the lifestyle during the Spanish and American colonial periods. The architecture uses heavy wood and stone, built to withstand the climate and time. The local government and private groups protect these sites to keep the history alive. Walking these streets feels like reading a book on the history of Cebu, one building at a time. Iloilo's Spanish-Filipino fusion, Calle Real's enduring legacy. Calle Real, a testament to economic and cultural flourishing. Calle Real, now officially J.M. Basa Street, is the pride of Iloilo City. It gained fame as a major trading center in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The street is famous for its well-preserved heritage buildings. These structures show a blend of Spanish and Filipino influences. You see ornate facades, wide windows, and grand balconies. The provincial capital and Iloilo City Hall sit nearby, adding to the importance of the district. Unlike many other heritage areas, Calle Real remains an active commercial zone. You will find local shopping, eating, and going about their business. It is a functional piece of history that remains woven into the modern fabric of Iloilo. The art of heritage preservation in Iloilo. Beyond the main stretch of Calle Real, the Jero district features streets lined with grand, old ancestral homes. These streets show a different side of Iloilo's wealth and status. Local ordinances protect these structures from demolition. Community groups actively promote the restoration of these homes. The people here value their heritage. They hold local festivals that center around these historic streets. When you visit, look for signs of community advocacy. Many of the building owners have worked to restore the paint, the woodwork, and the roof tiles. Their efforts turn these streets into living examples of how a city can modernize while keeping its soul intact. Vigan's Living Museum, Calle Crisologo's enchanting cobblestones. Walking through time on cobblestone streets. Calle Crisologo in Vigan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. Walking these cobblestones feels like stepping into a postcard from the 1800s. The street features perfectly preserved Spanish colonial townhouses.
You should take a calesa ride here to hear the clip-clop of horses on the stones. As you move along, look into the ground floor shops. You will find silversmiths using tools passed down through generations. Small stores sell local delicacies like vegan longanisa and empanada. The street remains one of the few places in the country where the colonial feel is entirely uninterrupted by modern signs or construction. Vigan's architectural heritage and cultural practices. Plaridel Street runs nearby and also offers a look at the famous Bohari N.A. Beto style of architecture. This style combines local materials with Spanish design concepts. It is built to be airy and strong. Vigan is also home to the Berne pottery tradition. You can find pottery shops that use traditional wood-fired kilns to create clay jars. The cultural practices here are as alive as the buildings. Locals continue to cook using traditional methods, and the local cuisine is a major draw. When you walk these streets, notice how the lifestyle matches the architecture. People still open their windows to catch the breeze, and the pace of life remains slow, even with the influx of tourists. San Fernando, Pampanga, to glimpse into a provincial capital Sol Capital Boulevard, a picturesque provincial promenade. Capital Boulevard in San Fernando, Pampanga, offers a grand experience. It is a wide, tree-lined road that leads to the provincial capital building. Provincial capital, the architecture here showcases the governance style established during the American era. It is a symbol of stability and order. Religious structures, older churches in the area show distinct Spanish colonial influences in their facade and layout. Old municipal hall, civic buildings like this one help define the town's character and remind visitors of its long history as a center of commerce. Pampanga's culinary delights and local crafts. Miranda Street, located near the San Fernando Metropolitan Cathedral, acts as the culinary center of the area. Pampanga is known as the culinary capital of the Philippines, and this street proves it. You can find restaurants serving classic dishes like sisig and tocino. You can also find local crafts. Look for wood carvings or woven products that represent the skills of the Kapampangan people. The local shops are not just selling goods, they are selling the history and the talent of the province. Visiting these streets gives you a taste of the pride that the locals feel for their food and their traditions. Cayo Uno in Angeles City offers a curated, modern take on a Western streetscape. Futuristic thematic design, the developers built this space to look like an old-fashioned main street. The lighting, brick paths, and storefronts create a specific, nostalgic mood. Past Taral offers a quiet, authentic look at the past without the massive crowds found elsewhere. The town ancestral houses stroll along Calle Luge to see grand homes from the 19th century. Many owners keep the original wood and stone intact. Minor Basilica of St.Martin of Tours, this church claims the title of the largest in the country. Its massive scale and ornate design provide a striking focal point for the town. Artisanal heritage, the town is famous for making the Barang Tagalog. This craft grew because of the patronage of the Spanish elite who lived in these very streets. Baguio was built as a summer capital to escape the heat of the lowlands. The city planning here follows American designs from the early 20th century. Burnham Park, the park layout uses a design similar to public spaces in the United States. It includes a boating lake and wide, manicured lawns. Session Road, this street serves as the commercial heart of the city. You will find a mix of older stone buildings and modern shops, maintaining a historic mountain town vibe. Zamboanga has a complex history, but the American influence shows in its waterfront development. Paseo del Mar, this promenade acts as a public gathering space. It mimics the design of seaside boardwalks often found in American coastal cities. Waterfront infrastructure, walk near the port to see old buildings that date back to the early 1900s. The urban layout here prioritizes public access to the water. Cherishing the Philippines' historic arteries, the main streets across the Philippines hold the stories of the nation. From the walled history of Intramuros to the cobblestones of Vigan and the bustling, historic roads of Cebu, each location offers a window into the past. These streets are more than just places to walk or shop. They are the pride of their cities and the keepers of Filipino tradition.